Hi, Monster. I hope you're doing well. Ha! I got distracted by things on my phone. I was trying to find my PNG. I didn't have my PNG on hand, so I was kind of like, the fuck? Shit. Okay, whatever. Hi. Hello. How are you? Welcome on in. We are continuing our playthrough of a horror game. So if you're ever curious about the content warnings, I do try my best to put the content warnings up and make them accessible for anyone who needs to know. If you ever want to know what those content warnings are, !TW will get you all the information that you need to know regarding this game. Typically, I try to use the Does the Dog Die media. Since this game is really under the radar, I didn't have a profile for it. But I found a review that had the information. Hi Liv, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm happy that the Monday is over. It kind of went by fast for me. But yeah, the game isn't terrifyingly scary. That being said, I did get jump scared. But it's not like... For me, I enjoy a lot of horror and I consume a lot of horror, and this is not like giving me like freak out moments. It is a little jumpy, but it's more intriguing. The ghost stories are kind of fun. Hi Java! What's up, gamer? How are you? How are things? Kind of like jump scares. One of my clips has the jump scare below, but you could see it coming. You knew it was coming. I still got jump scared. Like they're not like say Until Dawn or The Quarry, which had like a lot of like audio-based jump scares. But yeah, not too terribly terrifying. But also we get Aereo, and he's so cute. I like Aereo. I don't want him to die. He's just a man. But it also has me reading a fucking lot. I swear this game would have done so much better if it had some voice acting, even just like a little grunt or so. I would have loved that. Instead, I'm your narration, I'm your voice acting, and I'm not good at it. But yeah, let's get right on into it. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. I've heard like this game is like phenomenal, and I'm enjoying what I play so far, but like none! No voice acting! It hurts my feelings for a game that came out in 2023. My only guess is the fact that they were like attempting to make it like you play on like an old, like kind of like an old TV from the 80s. I think they're trying to evoke this kind of old vintage feeling, and so they wanted to not get voice actors. And it's weird. We can make it work, but it just, that's my only criticism, is that it makes it feel like it's lacking. Maybe that will change, but still, like, it's 2023. We should have a little bit of voice acting as a treat, especially from a game from Square Enix. What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? This motherfucker who kidnapped Yako! I don't like him. I don't trust him. I don't feel comfortable around him. We know who you are, so this won't take long. Since we saw you here, we'd like to ask a couple questions. Let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Hiya, fucker. Where's Yako? Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What is it they're saying? You discovered something about a book? It's a record of fates, right? What's the record of fates? Damn it, I have to scroll. Record of Fates. Yeah! There we go. It's good. I know my stuff. It's been a bit. Ah, right. You found something, some kind of ritual on the Record of Fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection, too. Perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling up out of the woodwork and then something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're policeman, you're sorely mistaken. But look at this face. You wouldn't deny my subordinate. What you doing? What was the research you were doing just now also related to the Rider Resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Damn it. Tell me. What was the research you were doing just now also? Bleh. Dick. That one. Are you doing all this research so you can use the Rider Resurrection yourself? You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet, pitiful. So you don't believe in the right. You don't believe in the right. Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Rude? So I thought. Things change. It's become necessary for me to pursue the right. So now, I pray that it is real. The fuck did you do? I don't trust. I don't have much trust in me. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine funds for my research. Okay. I received a large amount of funding seeking the right of resurrection. And if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Bull fucking shit, you're lying to me. Oh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research, is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Fuck you! Education backbone bullshit. Listen to me, and I'll tell you one thing. Those experts that you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV try to get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money that they need to do their research. Without popularity, the occult is saying something even remotely scary can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book. Oh, sweet summer child Ario. I love you. You're smart. You're not a smart man at all. No. The pursuit of unknown beings, first and foremost, with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. He's just a scrumble man. He's just trying. What kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail. Or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length. Or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is a study on how history, culture, and the legends of all influence each other. I see. Take the Seven Mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You think stories wouldn't last a decade, why let alone 100 years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit, I am curious. So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. The people in the Edo period, Edo? I think it's Edo. People in the Edo period believed believe what was written in the Record of Fates was real. And that's all I'm interested in. It's like a weird ticking noise in the background, and I was like, is that the game? It's the game. Like, I thought it was some kind of background noise. Hiteki Araishi says he's a local historian, but supposedly he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. The fact that he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. Oh, definitely. Boss is like, okay, fine. I'll ask my questions. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Okie doke. Tell me about the Fates. The Record of Fates. Where did you get your hands on it? Storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. I don't trust you. From appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But this day and age, you never know. I should be careful. Okay, well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you were looking for. Oh, we know what you're looking for. What? Damn it, if you know about that then. Calm down, no need to get so defensive. Oh, I'm hiding that shit. I don't trust him. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? So you say that, but I don't trust you. Perhaps you've already learned about curses. Perhaps you want to take my power away from me. No, that's not true. I almost revealed my hand. I'll say nothing else. Ah, fuck! Sorry, I'll be taking my leave here. Hey, stop! Ah, damn it. I played my hand too early. He's so fast. Sorry, boss, he got away. Oh, no! No! I'm not good at poker. I don't play my hand well. He's a secondary education teacher. How is he that fast? Zoom. Also, we're like, bro. Ario's got like fucking legs for days. He can chase after him. Look at him. Look at how built he is. That is a tiny little waistline. He's got the power to be fast. Fast as fuck, boy. Anyway, what were you doing? You were learning about the mysteries of Honjo. I'm surprised you know that. There is indeed a theory that the Seven Mysteries of Honjo began because of the rite of resurrection. Well, my theory. A game theory. I haven't seen a single episode of game theory in fucking years. Unraveling the Seven Mysteries may reveal the secret of the rites. I think a few people are looking into the mysteries for that reason. I do like his hair though. Ironically though, that is my hairstyle, so I have a thing for fluffy sheep hair. It's cute and it's fluffy. Look how fluffy it is. Midoricho Park is connected to the story of Taiko Subaru, right? That's right, but it isn't the issue at hand. Taiko Subaru. Which one's that one? Midoricho, Tall Tower, Firefighters. Okay. Oh, Taiko! It's a drum! Don't look at me. That took way longer to pick up on. I'm no smart. Okay. What were you doing? Curse bearer. What? Damn it, if you know about that then. Calm down, I knew you get so defensive. I'll show my fucking stone. Look, it's a leaf. With one information, right? And we have a nice friendly chat. Curse stone, you're a curse bearer. A leaf, is it the Evergreen Beach then? Yeah, will you show me yours? Listen, I would doubt my leaf, you show me your leaf. It's just, you know, it's business. It's manly business, show me your fucking leaf. Aha! This is mine, the ever-burning lantern. Interesting. I'm gonna hide that shit. I won't mince words. I'd like to confiscate your curse stone. Excuse me, you may be a policeman, but you'll have no right to do that. The police are aware of how dangerous it is. The stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. That seems like bullshit. We are abusing our power! Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Shit. Or hand it over and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen with all your research if you were arrested. I call your bluff. These stones can never be used as evidence. If you want it, I'll just take it by force. I find it hard to imagine that an officer of the law would use a curse on a citizen. Oh, I would. You can't touch me, which means I have no reason to continue this conversation. Yeah, fuck, shit. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I'm bad at completing. Fuck. I'm also gonna turn up my audio just a little bit on my end. What filters? No, there's filters. I gotta turn up my gain just a little bit. Just a bit. There we go. Higher gain means now you can hear me a little bit, right? Do my audio sound good? Test 1, test 2. Hello, hello. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. How are you? Hell yeah, thank you. Anyway. Use Seven Mysteries. Just shut the fuck up, Ario. Soldier eggs. Show my stones. Okay, fine, I'll tell him my details. I'll tell you this for free. Ooh, I'm a benevolent god. Evergreen Beach comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. Though the accusations against him were unfounded, he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so that's the resentful memory held within the Evergreen Beach. I keep saying beach. Fascinating. The memories of the Seven Mysteries are truly fascinating. Oh yeah, collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. This stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But just don't try to lie to me. Oh no. You would curse a citizen, and you call yourself an officer of the law. That depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? The curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me, about my rights? You've got no rights. Give them to me. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used the curse, have you? No, of course I haven't. I swear. Bullshit. Perish. See, good. Now why don't you hand over that stone? Ah, he hasn't used it. Unless you try using it on me instead. Damn you, I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. Can I arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act? Or you hand it over and all you lose is your special secret ability. Think of what will happen to all your research if you were arrested. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. You can have the stone here. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh, right. Did you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about the resentful memories of the Seven Mysteries? I believe they're the key secret, the secret hidden in the records of fate. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as soon as I collect the curse stones. A. Oh, I see. This is when Shogo pops up. I picked up on it. Like, see, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries in the right are all public information. Let me take a look. He's got the one that's the thingy on fire. I wonder if that was the man who would have burned Shogo in that one timeline. That one. Yeah. Oh no! What? Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, it is the guy. I remember him. Kills by disembowelment, one who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Ew! Oh, I could have been disemboweled. No. When Honjo was filled with the samurai residents, the spies of the shogunate lived among the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Warigesui Street served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern off or on. Tonight at 4 a.m., someone would be having the last soba of their life, and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, and when even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor. But the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge that he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern glowing quietly in the night. And when the 6th bell rang, the man sliced his own stomach open. Since then, the lanterns could be seen alight before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors around it grew, and soon all were convinced that the man who cut open his stomach was visiting from beyond. Well, maybe he shouldn't have murdered a woman. Have you thought about that? Gotta move my little model around just a smidgen. Here we go. He keeps everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse were here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make him spit it out. And by we, I mean you. Hold on a second. My throat was like very tickly. We're good now. Yeah. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. Why throat itch? I'm dying. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, so 9 of them. 9 of them. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Okay. These 2 are 1, 2, 3. He's dead. 4. I had to cough again. 4. Not her. Oh, she might have one. He might have one. 5. 6. Alright, so we've come across 6 of them. We're missing 3 more. Okay. I wonder who the other ones are. Ah! Water! Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. Confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. You have to find them fast, or they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you. But there were some soul dregs in Namagaki's curse stone. Really? Then he already killed someone with it. Would this have been Shogo or Yoko? Because by the timeline of events, someone would have ended up in that hallway where that one guy was, where Shogo was under, like, you know, undercover. No, it's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Ah, fuck, never mind. Well, we know who did it, and we can make arrangements to take him into custody. All paranormal affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we'll continue our search. Right, on to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Hmm? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. We are corrupted cops! Ew! No! Why would we do that with Namagaki? We couldn't do that. There's no need for the paranormal affairs. Grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right, I suppose that's true. Fuck yeah! Next chapter, maybe. Nope, we're stuck. Okay. I guess we're back here. So, what next? The question is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the Seven Mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright. Excuse me? Huh? Like, a woman? Oh, hi! We didn't see you over there. Hello! Where'd she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers? No. A curse bearers? What's that then? It means someone who's gathering the souls for the rite of resurrection. You've heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everybody's talking about it. Color me intrigued. Care to tell me again? More, miss. What was your name again? Oh, silly me. I'm Ayame Tomo. She's a cutie. There is more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul drugs is to kill the other curse bearers. That's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. No, I think I got the gist. Funny old world we live in, huh? So are you saying you're one of these curse bearers? No, well, not quite. It is complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is. Yutaro, is that your boyfriend? Oh, heavens no, just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namagaki. I suppose you could say we're partners in crime. Funny way of putting it. Oh no, the footman, come back. I still love him. Yutaro is my favorite. He's just a pain in the ass. So where's Yutaro now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. Oh shit. More like a former curse bearer. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he's lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student only to flunk where it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself, if you want something done right. I don't trust you and I'm concerned. He lost it? How did he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't exactly know what happened. All I know is that he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange that you probe into that of all things. Just a curious sort, that's all. I wanted to answer the questions in order. Can I not answer the questions in order? Is that not allowed? Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Yutaro can be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep a level head on my shoulders. Cool. I like him. He's fun. So anyway, mind if I ask why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that! I'm terribly sorry I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. You didn't think we were boning? We could have been boning. You didn't think to ask that? Like, we are an attractive couple. Look at us. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Great question. The answer is I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. And you thought we'd give them to you, just like that. Well, maybe not, but you know what they say. You never know until you ask. You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Oh, goodness, no. We're just friends. Can you tell? Are they boyfriend and girlfriend, or are they just friends? I don't know. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know. Why'd you broach? Anyway, you're a curse bearer, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me. So what are you trying to do with this rite of resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. Seems, how do I put it? Self-centered? I mean, if you got a chance to resurrect the dead, then it would be a waste not to use on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Girl boss! Honestly, I support this. Good for her. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was gonna do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. My, aren't you dashing? Haruhi wanted nothing to do with that. I saw those eyes. She was just like, God, I hate it here. Sounds like you really have your heart set on this right. What are you hoping to use it on? You promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart. Well, then let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty. The ukiyo-e. I am butchering so many words. I'm not good at pronunciations. Ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? Must be a cultured lady. Really, do you think so? Everybody says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible, high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art of the masses, amusement for the common people. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thralls from every breaststroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, I guess. As far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him? Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in the Edo period? That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. Oh, that was his art style. Okay. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic. They're the only works most people know. I have a shirt with that. I like the stylists, the choices. I like the wave. Wave go boosh. But Hokusai was so much more than mountains and waves. That's only a teeny tiny tip of the veritable iceberg of work. I've got to admit, I only really know him for the landscapes myself. Oh, don't worry about that. Anyone can learn. Art is for everyone. That is actually 100% true. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind 30,000 drawings. That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right? So he kept on drawing up until his old age, huh? Impressive. But even in his final years, he never was satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he thought he still had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? That's what I want to find out. Bad idea. You told me not to laugh at your plan, but I'm going to judge it. It's a bad idea. Hold on, what are you saying? Yeah, besides, he always wanted to have a wanted to move out of the 100 houses. He said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? No, nuh-uh. No way is this going where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it. You gotta be kidding me. I'm judging so hard about bringing an artist from like X amount of years back. Let's not do that. So if I understand correctly, you want the right of resurrection to... That's right. I want to bring Hokusai back to life. That's certainly a novel idea. Oh, Haruo ain't having this shit. That's what you'd use it on? What a waste. Oh gosh, is that the time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on a curse bearer before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. The fuck? Well, there goes trouble. We're going after curse stones. We should keep an eye on her too if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. Aye. There's a good chance we'll clash sooner and later. We're after the same thing after all. You head on back to the mansion, ma'am. I'll think I'll tail it for a while. Alright, we can keep going. Is it just for one night? I feel like there's gotta be more nights. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers, and came home alone. This really be enough to gather the soul drugs I need. What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. Do we got a deadline? Is it gotta be done tonight? I feel like it being done tonight. I don't think it's gonna be possible. Ooh, bird. Oh my god, it's an ostrich. With clown horns. Oh, I love him. I forgot I should be looking for like these little birds. That's it? Okay, fine. Alright, no more curses. Go back here. There. The inn was late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? Someone coming down the road. Oh yeah, it's this fucker. Play this scene again. That's... Oh, no, teacher, it's Mr. Araishi. Looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. Wait, is he the one he's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. It wouldn't be strange for him to be involved with the curses. I wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do? I just wait past the 10 minutes and Mio said she'd be here by. I managed to escape, but I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone sees me. Yes, run away. Hey, we made it home. Okay, cool. Thank goodness. I don't think I've ever walked, the walk has ever felt this so long. Nobody will be able to use their curse once it's light outside. I need to go and look for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, I need some rest. Okay, so we made it. Ah, dang it. Oh, that still has a thing, though. Wait a minute. That's still lit up. That's a concern. I'll burn that bridge when I get there. Hee. Well, for this we have visited every place connected to the Seven Mysteries. This is the last spot, huh? We've got nothing to show for it. Even though every last location looks suspect from top to bottom. Did I turn my voices back on? I say voices, and it's just an effect. Yeah, the voice volume's back. Maybe we came at the wrong time. There might not have been any curse bearers around. Sounds like we need to do another round before morning comes then. Maybe. Someone's been observing our movements. What? No way. Just a thought. Either way, we could check out this last, should check out this last place. Let's hope we finally get a lead.
Pissing all by yourself, handsome?
Oh god, I hope not. Hi, Probs! How are you? Welcome on in. Kinshibori! What? Oh, Kinshibori's the first one. Oh, Shogo, no! My sweet summer boy! No! I love Shogo! Hello, parents. How are you? It's been a bit. I hope you were doing well. I do appreciate our TikToks. Because of you, the second I finish Steven's school, I'm gonna be switching to Buddy Daddies. The Vecnosi! This is honestly, Vecnosi is the best song to be playing for this gameplay. Because it is an experience. Oh, what the hell is this? Is he dead? Ario, he ain't fucking napping. That's for certain. Damn it, we were too late. Was this a curse too? Hang on, I'm gonna call this in. I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around. Shogo, my boy! You don't deserve this fate. Bad news. What is it? Another mysterious death was reported in the area just now. The medical unit and forensics teams are on their way, but it'll be a while before they arrive. Who the fuck died? Ah, that is bad news, so they got someone else. You think this is the work of a curse bearer? When suspicious deaths popping up one after another, we have to assume it is. Shit, I guess we'll be stuck waiting for a while. Also, props if I did not ask, how are you, parent? How are things? How is... Hello? No, I'm good. It's hard to tell, but there's like a ringing. It's like a subtle phone ring in the distance. That's a no for me. Huh? Boss, that phone is ringing. I don't wanna. Hello? Better go check it out. Grandpa, be careful. It could be a curse. Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone? Yeah, that's right, buddy. Teamwork. You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You can do it. Go in now. Damn it. Hello? Cops. Hello? Kinshibori Park phone booth. Evening, Detective Satsumi. How are things looking out there? Who's this? How do you know my name? Finally got him, the real deal, Detective Tetsuo Satsumi himself. Ah, wait, that's Chief Inspector Satsumi now, isn't it? You've come a long way since we last met. I ask you to identify yourself. Have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together. What a time it was, as I recall I gave you quite the runaround. It's the fucking murderer! It's Nejima! I wonder if it's him. Is it actually him? Wait, is this Fumichika Nejima? Did you just say Fumichika Nejima? Like the one from the Nejima murders? Ding ding ding, you've got it! I had a feeling that the great Chief Tsutsumi would remember me. I spent 20 long years in the cell thanks to you. That shit was not easy. You should be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins. Oh, that it did. I've repented. My conscience is clean as a whistle. Why am I voice? This is the funny voices. Do they help? I feel like it spices it up just a smidgen. If I'm embarrassing myself, you gotta let me know legally. I can't embarrass myself on the internet. That would be embarrassing. Bullshit. 20 years in prison doesn't even begin to make up for the shit you did. I don't know about that. After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole. Huh? If this is the real Fumichika Nejima, he must still have a grudge against me for arresting him. So this is payback. Damn it. Yeah, how did you find me? This is a public payphone in a public park. How'd you know where I am? Oh, it's my favorite part. The sound of the confusion in your voice. It's to die for. This is delicious. I can't get enough. I'm not telling you shit. Have fun wrecking your little tiny little brain for it. Let's you go. Now, you gotta understand. I've repented, seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole. I even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path. That's very nice. Keep it up. You want a gold star? You want a medal? Murder the woman. Cut her up into tiny pieces. But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back. I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks, or I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. You get what I'm saying? No thanks, I don't need anything. No need to do all that for me, just try a little quiet life. Oh, it's no hassle at all. It would be too easy to just kill you, to tear you apart. But that wouldn't be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting. It's a long time to nurture a grudge. Yeah, it's a... Did you not, like, read? I don't know, like, catch up on some shows, maybe? You fucking bet it is. I let it gnaw at me, grow inside me. I thought of nothing else. All that time, I played the model prisoner, endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me. And I did it all for you, Tsutsumi. So please, just accept my deepest, most sincere feelings. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you. Yeah, I am a divorced dad. I don't got time for relationships. I'm trying to, like, tell my subordinate to not date me. So, I'm trying to better myself before I fall in love again. I appreciate it. You're not my type. Shut the fuck up. That attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last. How dare you? How dare you sass me? I guess I could give you a little hint. Go on. Well, you see, I have the one-sided read. Fucking knew it! That's why he murdered too! Tsutsumi, you have the Evergreen Beach, no? Nejima, you're a curse bearer. You're using the power of the curse. Indeed, what a peculiar curse it is. But that's where my hint ends. God damn it, the curse echo shouldn't have fallen into worse hands. Ah, fuck. That's the one with the cut-up girl, yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I don't want to know what that one does yet. I'm concerned. I have many concerns. What are you planning? Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away. I am. I'm good. I don't want to die. That would be excellent. I just told you I'm not coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. See, this time I want to see you on your knees, weeping in despair, begging me for mercy. Smash. Please, God, no. Oh no, I'm so sorry, dear Nejima. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. Shut the fuck up. This is exactly why I've always hated you so fucking much. That was worth a shot. God damn it, Tsutsumi. Don't make me care about you. You're a fucking cop. Do you really think that would satiate me, asshole? You must be crazy. Oh, then we're both crazy. We got so much in common. We should be friends. Try cracking your jokes while you still can. I'm going to kill everyone you care about, one by one, till there's no one left. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life. Boss, what about me? Shut the fuck up, Ario. I'm protecting you. Wait, you're just trying to protect me. That's right, buddy. So a single person you care about? I wonder if your sweet daughter would think that you were to hear that. Oh no. They got Yoko. Don't you fucking dare, I'm warning you. Oh, very nice. This is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all. Such a good girl. Oh my! Don't tell me that she just happens to live in Honjo. She does? No, it is Yoko. See, Yoko or Ayame at this point, because they did introduce a new college kid. Could be her. Let's see. University student. Trends. Figured out older men will fall for her. She acts it's stupid. You know what? Girl boss. Good for her. Alright. Don't forget it. This isn't funny, asshole. I'm gonna find you and make you pay. Oh, I love it. Keep going. I want to hear you lose your mind. It's music to my ears. Fuck you. Nejima's fun. I'm gonna give him that. He's kind of fun. I love him when they're a little unhinged. What's your goal? One more thing we should discuss. In fact, it's the most important thing. I thought you were finally gonna shut up. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass. Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. I could just go after your daughter, but something tells me you get bored. No, I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done. This is a gift tailor-made for you. I'm going to kill all the people you swore to protect. Every last person living here. How? You couldn't. Oh, but with this curse of mine, I can. I'll give you until dusk. But then, I could probably get a couple hundred people or so. And it will be all your fault. Oh, it must be so hard to know they'll all die because of you. It's so tragic. It must be tearing you apart. Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you can pull off a curse that strong. He got the murder curse. I think he can. Fortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is a particularly strong one, which means I can have my fun without needing to hold it back one bit. It's almost like the Feast of Shadows was cast just for me. Huh? Feast of Shadows? You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off? Who knows? Ah! Now how about I kill you myself first and ruin all your fun? What about that, asshole? Yeah, what about it? Idiot, do you think I'd call it off just because you were dead? There's no running away from you. I'll find you. This is very Liam Neeson of you. I'll find you. Will she let you get away with this, Nejima? I've got 12 hours. You really think your paltry little organization will be able to make a dent in my plans? Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. And I'll even have enough soul dregs to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid. Hey, Nejima, you're after the... Anyway, see you around. Bye-bye now. Oh, Shogo in the bottom. Oh, my sweet beloved boy. Because the theory right now for persons of interest is that Nejima is, yeah. This motherfucker is now, not that one, Hideki. No. Makoto. Yeah, this motherfucker is now Makoto. That's the theory. brought up by Harure, who's like, yeah, it looks like him, but he's like lost a lot of weight. So, whoopee. He's very new to the job. Not much is known about him. Shrewd remarks led to speculations that he may have led a far more interesting life than it seems. So yeah, it's very much hinting that this is our guy. This scrungly little man is our mass murderer. Boss, Aria, did you catch all that? Nejima, what is he planning? Who knows? For now, we need to find him and get him into custody. Send word to HQ. But the fact that the Seven Mysteries are wrapped up is the Seven Mysteries are wrapped up in this is going to make things tricky. You mean with Nejima being a curse bearer? It's just our luck, really. Could have been a worse guy. Sounds like his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I'd like to avoid getting our investigators caught in the crossfire. Then we'll use him to figure out where he is. But then we're going in alone. Be sure I collect as many curse stones as we can before then. Let's hurry. Aye aye, boss. Lay it there. It was reported that a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Nejima's threats, along with the curses, were kept secret from the general public. However, the Honjo serial killing still made international headlines following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. Hajime Yoshimi, that's the Pompadour guy? I might try to remember the names. Yeah, Pompadour guy. At Tsutsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into Fumichika and Nejima's whereabouts. Tsutsumi and Ario themselves spent the rest of the night looking for curse bearers in the area, but their search ended in vain. And with that, the curtain closed on that cursed night. 12 hours to sunset. Okay. Okie doke. Hey, got a little bit more. It's still that issue. I wonder if it's like a branching narrative we just haven't come across yet. I definitely want to do more of this one, because I'm curious. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some more information. Took you long enough. Oh, we got ourselves in quite the mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Nejima. Now we better start following up on the leads we got. Guess I better see what areas found out. Right, I can do that. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks, the floor is yours. Yeah. Total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. Let's start with that one, the young man we found here. Shogo! He's been identified as Shogo Okie, a 25-year-old regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned. Okay, so he definitely fucked up and turned around in front of Yoko, and Yoko killed him. He drowned in the middle of a park. It's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss, is in the park associated with one of the 7 mysteries, too. Yeah, that one. That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there's a link between the canal and death by drowning, don't you think? Sharp thinking, Ario. You're starting to get the hang of this. Let's assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found in a residential complex in Kamisawa. Oh, right! Fucking Teach killed someone too. I forgot about that. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi. She was 29 years old, an office worker who lived on her own. She's someone we would have seen? Tawako? No one we met. Okay. As for the cause of death, well, yes. The entirety of her body was crushed by some strong kind of external force. No murder was discovered, murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, looking something large, flat, and heavy that would have crushed her in one fell swoop. Ugh. No, what's the file? That's what I want. Which is the squish boy? Which is the squish one? Drowning. Music. Wait, hold on. Killed by a fatal fall. Kills by a fatal fall. So they fall down, they die, but that's not being squished. Don't know that one. Burning. Hanging. Don't know that one, but I would assume 8 meters tall. It's establishing a tall location. That would be... That'd also be falling, right? Falling fire. Don't know about that one. Disembowelment. We're still missing one mystery. Oh, crushing. Hey, there it is, crushing. This is the one that they killed. Tawako. Oh, we didn't get the... Did we get the legs? Oh, I don't think we read this one. She was accomplished on Myoji, although she did not use her talents for the good of the world or her people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like someone had gnawed away her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed as long as I have this. A sudden realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got to her. And he got her. She was on the verge of death, covered in filth to the boot, crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up and recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone please quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible, and so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Weird, but crushed to death. So this is Namagaki? Namagaki is his name? Sweater boy. Yeah, Namagaki. This motherfucker. You murdered somebody. Good for you. Maybe. I don't know. Probably concerning. Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning? Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. Operandi? Fuck if I know. The place the body was discovered is also known as to be related to the Seven Mysteries. Then this is Namigaki's doing. Shit, I knew he'd use it. Judging by the amount of soul drugs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. I guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs. Got it. And as for the third victim... Oh, Jonuichi, no! He was identified as Kohei Jonuichi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High School. Honk. Honk! Pets? I think your head pats. Hello, Carrots, how are you? Thank you, Faye, for the head pats. How are you doing? He was found in the school's courtyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. It's a fool's procession. I know that much, because we just read into it and it said lead to death. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from a gymnasium or a main building. A teacher dying at school. Not just any school, Komagata House is one of the Seven Mysteries. It's the fool's procession. Right, it's where the fool's procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. But, hold on a second. That would have been that Yako used it. But I was Yako and I didn't do a murder. Yako, what the fuck? Got back from the doctor, need some vitamin D. Will you give it to me? I will give you all the vitamin D that you want. Come over here. Come get this vitamin D. We can't rule out the possibility this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems that all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bear at the center of it all, pulling the strings. You've got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right. Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. Died of a mysterious cause in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. He died of a heart attack. Which one would have been the heart attack? Low on iron, but everything else came back normal. I'm glad everything came back normal. And how do you replenish your iron quickly? Please, please get vitamins that you need. Please do. Okay, Shogo died by drowning. No one burns. We didn't hang anyone. Squishums. Burning lantern. Disembowelment. Definitely no. Okay, so heart attack. Not this one. Probably. I don't think it was Midoricho. Because it would have been this. This is the gardens. So it could be Taiko, we don't know. Clap clap. Nope. Way I'm like trying to figure this out before I'm even given information. I need to know. I gotta guess these things. Beckoning light, definitely don't know what that one does. So it could be Taiko, the light, or this mysterious chapter we have yet to discover. Problem is, at the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Ah, shit. But even hit by a different curse, one that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries. That's a thought, but it could have been a freak heart attack. You don't fucking know. If that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if he did. Interesting. Well, looking at all these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. We can't rule out that there are more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Oh, I haven't even thought about that. There's one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during the daytime. Exactly. Looks like that's why Nejima gave us till dusk. He must know the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we've got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye aye, boss, let's do it! Curse bearers. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaro Nabigaki had the foot-washing mansion. Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We got both of their curse stones. What did the ever-burning lantern do again? I need, like, notes. Oh, right, embowelment. Yeah, that sums it up. Yeah. I can see my phone up just a little bit. We better figure out who the remaining 5 are quickly. We should, how should we go about, looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nejima may lead us to other curse bearers, too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little bit more into Yoshimi. I got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Hajime. Asked around Sumina's community safety bureau where Yoshima was stationed. Seems he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi. Oh yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide. Looks like the height of the building and the force of the impact from wounds and all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. I mean, if she died by the Fool's Procession, it didn't matter if she was by a building or not, because that would have been the, how the body would have been discovered. It had already been deemed a suicide, and the superiors told him not to go stirring things up. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yeah, a truck or another flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speed could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. So there's a chance that it wasn't a suicide. Or it could have been a curse. We don't fucking know. What a terrible way to go. There's no brake marks on the road, meaning it could have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. I don't like that. This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the Traffic Bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back anything from them yet. I don't think they were looking very hard. So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi. Huh? Hi, Jake. How are you? Because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver was the one who did it to him? Did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to the Forensics and Traffic Bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered up things up. House, hello! Welcome on in. How are you? I hope you're real. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like there was enough reason to kill a cop. Intriguing. Manic organizing. Oh no! Oh my god, I've had moments like that. I hope you have an enjoyment fun with your organization. Also, if you gotta take breaks, do take breaks. Because you can easily tire yourself out when you do that. I have done it. And then I just completely pass out. I'm doing good. It's a Monday. I'm vibing. We are playing a scary game. Having a blast with that. We're trying to recount the details of the previous night. And hopefully not let people die by a curse. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Seems how it depends on how I feel. Oh, that's right. I'm related, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraichi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Pass a box of games her friend gave us. It was a final stroll. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I feel that. Like, things get, like, they're tucked away in corners, but they're not put away, and then it's like you snap, and you're like, I gotta put everything in its place. I gotta organize all of my books. Alphabetize, color-coded, all of that. Like, drop everything, fix this thing. I can't focus unless it's been fixed. I feel that. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Hajime. Remember that girl Yoshimi met the day he died? One Hitomi Okuda. Community Safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand, not even an address. Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. A lot of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have time for a stakeout right now. But she could be a key witness. Can't we have Community Safety track her down for us? We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today. Because of the teacher that died. That's right. Right. But if it's not something we can do today, then we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. We only have 12 hours! Better hope we get fucking lucky. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiancé from the Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old, works as a beautician in the area. I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But... oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died, not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. What was her name? Mayu Chozawa. I don't think we come across her yet. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Heckin'. Starting to look suspect. Crime of passion, perhaps. Hmm? It's fairly common for people to be killed by their lover or spouse, but not by a heart attack. Well, Yoshimi was well liked, and they've been together for over 10 years. You never know. Things could be different behind closed doors. He died via heart attack! I guess so. We'll have to consider the opposite scenario, too. Could be the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger. You're right. Either way, it's important to the case, and HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. Pulling all he's been up all night gathering information. Look at how tired he is, my little man! I can fix him. It must be nice to be young and have all that energy, but I'm glad to have him on my side. It gave me a chance to rest up. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Nejima, but so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that. Apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. I'm serious, so we have no idea where he lives. It's worse, check with the factory he was working at. Factory! So he wasn't working... Oh, hold on. They could say 6 months. They could say 6 months, and if that is the fact, and that is the truth, and that is definitely the janitor is Nejima. Calling it here. Calling it right here. Claiming it. Claiming that energy. 8. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second, you tell me nobody caught that? I had the same thoughts, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews and never bothered checking up all of his workplace. He also said he lost track of Nejima when he moved to a new place. This guy's bad at his job. Jeez, that's just sloppy. I've heard they're giving parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in prisons. Which means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. So Nejima got to fuck around unsupervised. God damn it. That asshole's annoyingly good at faking remorse or insanity, whatever the situation calls for. But back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He was probably hiding under a false name, which would make it hard to track him down. That explains why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork circulated his name and his mugshot is being filed. It's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. Can I just see his face? Speaking of Nejima, yeah. Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her in protective custody soon as possible. Not yet, I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't at home when I went to the house either. Or they went to the house. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? Why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I don't have her contact information, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Nejima do it? Former, huh? That cuts deep. Oh, poor sad dad. Oh, sorry, that kind of slipped out. Anyway, I suppose that has something to do with his curse echo. Back on the topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. May even allow him to act from a distance. I see. The one-sided read. What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Alright, more of the gruesome, one of the more gruesome of the Seven Mysteries. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it till we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they got any more updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? Ooh, the jazz music is back. Let's go. I need to fix my phone up just in the right position. Ta-da! We could go to Komagata High School to look for Hitomi Okuda or Demichio Shiraichi's house to find out more about her.
new stuff.
Said I was gonna continue on with Tsutsumi's, so we're gonna keep going back with his. And then we'll go to Yako, because I'm curious about Mio, to make sure she's safe. Start with the neighborhood. Also, his music is just the most fun jazz. Hello there! Hi Prism, how are you? Hope you are well. Seems Michio's house is at the end of the road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone. God, I'd love to watch you leave, June. Ario is checking out the Shiraishi house at the end of the road. The street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. So the Shiraishi household. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. Hey, Prism! Oh my god, I fucking hate daylight savings. I enjoy the fact that it gets darker later, but so a quick little detour of the story. Saturday, I didn't want to sleep because I was working on art. I kept drinking caffeine water because I forgot that I filled up my water bottle with like caffeine flavored water, and I was sipping on my water bottle. I'm like, oh, the caffeine. So I became extremely wired at like midnight and kept that energy and just worked on stuff. I worked on a thing. And next thing I know, it was 5 a.m. and I'm like, well, I probably should go to bed because I have a date on Sunday. I passed out, woke up an hour later at 6, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? And then I went to sleep, and then I woke up at my usual time, and then I got a text, and I'm like, yeah, so I went to bed at like 5 a.m., and I got a text, and he's like, you do know it was daylight savings, right? And I'm like, oh, it was? What do you mean it was daylight savings? So, my fucking dumb ass. I thought daylight savings was at the end of this month. I forgot it was a thing. Entirely left my brain. It is the most useful, like, piece going on right now. Daylight savings is so ugh. Gives me seasonal depression. No! Oh, it hits in the winter for me. Like, I do like it when it's lighter, when it's later. But yeah, like, the can't sleep party. And then the time gets really fucking weird. I went to like a local bar because they had a brunch, and bless this poor bartender who was like, yeah, so we close at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is when it became 3 a.m. It took us an hour to close, it took me an hour to get home, and I woke up, and I had to wake up 2 hours later so I could go into work for brunch, and I'm working a double, and I'm like, oh no. I felt so sorry for the bartender. It was so upsetting. I hope they have a good life. I hope they have a good day. And I hope they had made really good tips. Right? Listen, if I work at a bar on daylight savings, I'm not working the next day. You should not make me work the next day. I will cry. But yeah, I hope that you are well. Give Freya a swooch for me. I tried to be a bar back. I just did serving stuff. I couldn't do bartending. But I can make cocktails. I'm kind of good at it. But yeah, that was my completely derailing the conversation of the game to talk about how daylight savings time is so fucking boring and useless. Why we have it? Go away. What are we trying to save? The daytime hours? No, the world's ending. Might be best for the best if we didn't find her parents. I mean, I guess I can just like look around and stare at June's ass for a bit. Look at that flat ass. The houses are really crammed together in these narrow hallways. Strangers like us walking through definitely stand out. It really feels like old Tokyo. Old Tokyo. Right now we're in old Tokyo. It's the 80s. It's quiet. It's normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going. It seems like everyone's decided to stay inside because of the recent incidents. You're like, what do you mean we're the only country that still follows it? I feel like Hawaii also doesn't follow daylight savings, because I remember when I lived there, like at one point it would be 5 hours versus 6 hours for like the East Coast. Didn't like New York stop observing it too? So like New York and Arizona don't observe it? My history might be wrong, but daylight savings was implemented back before like electricity was really mainstay, and thus a lot of it was like operated by like candlelight. It was supposed to be like giving workers more daytime hours so that they could devote more of their time to working, because we are that late stage capitalism and grind culture. And then electricity became a thing, and it became more accessible, and then we still kept it. Daylight savings is a fucking myth. I hate it. Got a Mountain Dew ad. Hi bud, how are you? I hope you buy Mountain Dew. Get me a Baja Blast, please. I'm not sponsored by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, can you sponsor me? I will give Crumpet a Mountain Dew right now. It's outdated. Most of the things we have in this country, it's so outdated. We are not as advanced as we think we are. We really are not. Everything is pain. Existence is suffering. Anyway, Junzas. Baja Blast! Listen, I will... Okay, I love Baja Blast. Yes. Sangria? Sangrita? The Sangrita one that they had back in like mid-2010s. I will die on that fucking hill. It's better than Baja Blast. But now that it's gone, Baja Blast. Just gonna vibe into this. Alright, I'll go check the house. Alright, you do that little flat twink. Not having a Baja Blast, I'm actually having the next 2 days off! That's even better than a Baja Blast! Oh, hi. Oh, you're back. Oh my god, I hope you enjoy the next 2 days off and you get rest and you get plenty of Ollie cuddles and you live your best existence. Hi, bud. I love you. Give me a kiss. Good luck, boss. No one home? Doesn't look like it had knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. Glanced in the window, there was no sign of activity inside either. I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed in their mailbox. I read somewhere that we were still on level 3 of Civ. No, we're still silly. We haven't evolved yet. Really? Why aren't they putting our experience points into where it matters? God damn it! I've never played Civ, but I know about Civ. Okay, fine. I don't wanna. June. It's not thing. Which we could do if they're not home. Let's go somewhere else for now. Okay. Alright, let's go stare at a crime scene. Here we are, Gomagatsu High School. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. You've not learned the level 3 Black Mage spells yet. No! When can we multi-class though? How much experience do we need to multi-class? That's what I want to know. That's where I'm wondering where we're at with that one. Okay, this music is very, very Persona light, and I kind of vibe with it. The soundtrack in this is great. This place isn't only connected with the case because of the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession, and of course, where that teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Rumi and I are watching through the anime My Dress Up Darling. Ooh, I might add that to my list. I am currently in Welcome to Demon School Hell. I can't escape it, and it's now my hyperfixation. It's really cute, and I love it. It's very adorable. It's like Demon Fantasy My Hero, and I've never seen an episode of My Hero, but it's got that vibe. But I might add My Dress Up Darling to the list. Listen, I finally got a Crunchyroll, so I'm like taking recommendations. Prism, if you watch the Welcome to Demon School, we can talk about our favorite characters. It's also 60 episodes long. But My You Dress Up Darling sounds really cute. I will add it to my list. When I finish my Welcome to Demon School, I'll ignore Chainsaw Man and I'll start my Dress Up Darling. Alright, speaking of schools, what is it? You said Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now. There's a lot of Booba Jiggle? Oh, I love Booba Jiggle. Yeah, Prism Anime Watch Party, let's go. Actually, we bring Butt too. But, Prism, Anime Watch Party. I don't know what we're watching, but we're going to watch. So I would get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us. A lot of people involved in the case lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Yeah, Ario. Ooh, a charcuterie board? Yeah! I want a charcuterie. I will bring fruit juice and drinks. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. Ew. Ario, don't make me hate you. Why'd you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. Wonder if there's anyone that could help us scout out the area. Oh, I can suspend it. I might have to suspend. Yeah. Yeah, I got the drinks, but got the meats, and Prism brings the desserts. Alright, let's go find Mio. She didn't die, so there she is! Mio! She's so short! I love her! Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine! Huh? You're up. Huh? It's morning. Hi. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh, Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good, seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. I remember my name, I'm Chusibagusi. Listen, I always know my name is Chusibagusi, but in this, only the storyteller calls us Chusi. He tried to call me Chu. He was not at that level of friendship. It's only Chusi. Hi, Toast. Hello, sweet toaster. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Toast. Don't. I see that you're calculating and that you're doing math. Do not jump up on my lap. You cannot join stream right now. You're gonna hit your head. Sweet summer child. Just, who are you exactly, Mio? Hi, Toast. No! Hi. Anyway, Toast is here. Hi. Do not bite the mic. Oh, well, truth is, can you not do that? Can you not purr? I'm gonna put my pop filter back. Sorry. Truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Desserts! Yeah! No. So the question is, though, can we have themed desserts? Toast, do not nuzzle my computer! Come on! Give me your toaster. Yeah, you sit right there. God, you're so beautiful. Don't nuzzle that. Bro. Bro. That means you can learn it, that kind of skill. You can learn that. Toast. You can't nuzzle the mic arm. You can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging. I had a quite eventful childhood. That sounds like it must have been tough. Yeah, it would take a long time to explain, so let's just leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I ended up an apprentice, more like an assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job that you do while also being a student. Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. That's so unfair. Oh, you've got it rough then. But still, that's really amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I've never known if I should be happy. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyway, it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. That's why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? No, that it's daytime and the power is diminished. I should be able to hold it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring back Michio, I mean. I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. But someone died via squishin'. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go. They are girlfriends, they hold hands, and they solve ghost crimes together. Also, it is just because like it takes place in a high school in like the 80s. It's just reminding me of 13 Sentinels and how much I love 13 Sentinels. I thought it was unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Jonoichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. Huh? We're closing school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either, but since I don't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonoichi's body was in the middle of the grounds. Okay, so if he died via the procession, but we went home, we didn't use the procession, that means one of these mysteries has an ability to copy, question mark? Yeah, fatal fall by one who hears the music for 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. I don't think at any point we played the music because we have to be looking at someone while they're not looking at us. And we didn't play it. So there might be a possibility that one curse bearer has the ability to copy a curse bearer's power. Which, if that's the case, then we saw Hitomi with Jonoichi the previous night. This is why these types of games, I'm like trying to fucking solve it. Like, I got my conspiracy theory board up and I'm like writing things down, trying to like connect the dots. This is how I work with these kinds of games, is I'm constantly like taking notes, like to figure things out, talk it all through. Solve the case. Become a hero. Legend. That's what I do. But his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him that last night. Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh, so curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Oh, sorry. I wish we had a little more information, but they blocked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Hitomi. That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right. That is unusual. Oh, but she was at school last night, too. She must know something of Mr. Jonoichi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me. I love her fucking haircut. It is so 80s. I love it. I would have that haircut. Huh? So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you. Yeah, right. After I transferred here, there's a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms. Oh, so that's what it was. We're so nonchalant about this shit. Oh, we can talk about the exorcism. Did you hear about Mr. Jonoichi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What can I tell you? What I can tell you. It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out in the ground and onto the ground like something was chasing him, and then screamed. Forgive me, somebody help me, forgive me, Michio. Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio. Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, but it could have been nothing for all I know. And then I heard him begging for his life, like, I was wrong, I'll do anything. And then all of a sudden, his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. Ugh. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I better get out of there. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonoichi and killed him. Hell, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell the story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Hell yeah. Not like they believe such an insane story anyway. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Hi, Fish! How are you? How are things? Yeah, I guess. There's this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. Toast. No, Toast. Get your foot away from the escape key. If you're gonna stay up on the desk, you cannot go near the escape key, my sweet summer prince. It's a bad idea. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that's possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, this was just an unfortunate coincidence. Just disassociating, so I thought I'd stop by. Fish, I love you. I really hope that you're able to work through the disassociation. I can send you toast photos if you would like. But I am happy that you are here, vibing. Let me know if I can get you anything, okay? I love you. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey Mio, I've been thinking the same thing. The way she describes it reminds me of something. The way Mr. Jonuichi died sounds a lot like how Michio died. Which was the Fool's Procession. Oh, of course I didn't see it myself. Turn my mic that way. But the state of Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can't trust what that spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. Oh, could have been a car accident. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Cool. You tell me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself, but what I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, hallucinations, and even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. That's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It is possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to the target, like siblings or a parent and a child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. That seems like a plot point. And it's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So when seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums, diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. It's called cold read, baby! Huh? There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. But even then, they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could... Water! It'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you know if you were choosing that behavior of your own or not? Hence why there are a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you, being possessed for so long, he told me. Whatever. That might happen to me, doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too, with a little training. I think I'll pass. Good choice. That's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo, but when she showed up, all of a sudden she was saying she was going to exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, it probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience with most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Huh, I guess that makes sense. You tell me, last night before you witnessed Mr. Jonuichi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? I kind of like Hitomi's character. She's interesting, a little devious, a little curious, mysterious. You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right, with everything that happened with Mr. Jonuichi. They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him that night. Anytime something happens to someone like me, those shitty adults start jumping to the conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Joniuichi called me over there acting like he was going to attack me or something. Oh shit. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Hi, Renault! How are you, Stinky? I got a toast here for you. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't even know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us a little more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? Okay. Fine. Gimme. What do you mean by Mr. Joniuichi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shiraishi? The girl who killed herself. Huh? Michio? Doing okay. I'm doing great. I'm happy that Monday is over. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm very intrigued by this game, so like I'm kind of like in depth. I'm in the fucking zone. Kind of metagaming it to the best of my abilities. Yes, sweet toast. He has commandeered my stream, and he is now on my desk. I had to make space for him. He is content. He did try to nuzzle the mic arm, but we have fixed that now. Oh, Michio. I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. He was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school, make her do whatever he wanted to. Don't like that. I don't like that. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? Please don't go into detail. I will not be happy. I don't want it. I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing a couple of model students like you would ever get involved in. Alright, well, I'm glad he's dead too. No way, that's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I have not known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Joniuichi really did a number on... I'm not finishing that sentence. I'm good. We don't need to consider that. No. I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad you got pancakes. She probably felt like she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. Oh, how terrible. Hey, tell me, how do you know about this? I just You happen to what? To walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it. I'm gonna grab up Censorship Peter. I'm gonna have him ready. Where's my boy? Is this my boy? Cool. Censorship Peter is ready. Okay, we're fine. Thank God. Alright. I couldn't just leave her alone looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she had to grit her teeth until it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying how it was her punishment. She was soft. Oh, Michio. No. Fuck men. Of course, Joniuichi didn't change. He kept doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then, she unalived. Nothing I can do about it now. You tell me, if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point in blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? Oh, Michio. Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he had been blackmailing her since about a year ago.
Mother, I saw a shadow underneath the bed. I think it's after my pumpkin nuggies. Send help.
No! Oh my god, the shadow under the bed? It's okay. Tell it to go away. Throw your ranch dipping sauce at it. Hi, Stove. How are you? Ow. Not the ranch. We can get more ranch. I promise. We have to appease the demons with the ranch. The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know? Must be some reason. Dunno. Got nothing to do with me. Classroom. So, last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned, who's always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was a part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy. But good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced me to his fiancée. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act
farted.
Crumpet! No! Christ. Farted. I wasn't ready for that. I don't think Crumpet was either. Poor Crumpet gambled on a fart and lost horribly. It was hilarious seeing a big guy act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was with me. She was like me when she was my age. Now she was on my side. Must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. He told me, you gotta stop putting yourself in the death rooms. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to the park. He'd listen to whatever I was pissed off about. That day he called me over there like usual, but something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. Talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. He then told me he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiraishi had that looked like this one too. So, there are other ones. There aren't like the trinket charms. There are talisman charms. Michio? What did she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had, like a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. The talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, and so that's why he asked me, he said, could there have been, something that Michio couldn't even tell the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated, but from what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonoichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, whoops, wrong button. Yoshimi just didn't have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So, since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know, but when I look inside, there's a weird, grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it. From the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt like that something was going to happen to him. Nakagoshi. Do you know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Who the fuck is Nakagoshi? Nakagoshi. We haven't met him. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Can you tell me? Yeah? The talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. Damn, we're getting all the fucking piping hot tea from Hitomi. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had. Yeah. I figured the piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some kind of cryptic response. I can't talk about it right now. Come to school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for his secret meetings before. Ugh, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. Yeah, we meet up in the middle, in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he says made any sense. Like, I was that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault, that if only I had been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Ew. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away, and Joniichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. I hear my cat. She's scrim. So it really is all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any information about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterwards, I was wondering what you two were doing, so I hid nearby. That's when I saw you and the old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Joniichi come back outside and buy it. Oh, I see. So you two were only here to look for Michio's talisman. I saw a flash and that concerned me. What was that? Biscuit, come here, baby girl. I was dumb to fall for that creep Joniichi's trap so easy. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Joniichi. She did have reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that it's really her ghost? Like, for real? Those who died bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's impossible that they could possess someone close to them and act on those lingering regrets. I wonder if that's what happened. Alright then, supposing what the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. I have to call my cat. Hold on. She is like yowling. She go, ah! She go, ah! Aw, big fan, thank you! I'm a big fan of you! I need it to be known, I have to summon my cat in the weirdest way possible. Me calling her and going, here kitty kitty, doesn't work anymore. I have to like suck in my teeth and like make a weird noise, and she comes running to that. Like that. That's what I have to do for a long time. She's staring at me right now. Biscuit, I'm sorry. Hi, welcome in. Hello, Biffy. I do what I have to get my cat. I don't know why. My mom found this out when she was in town, that she responds to that noise. My theory is that it sounds like a kitten, and she's got those maternal instincts that pop up occasionally where she's like, oh yeah, babies, I like babies. But then she remembers she hates babies. So I don't know. But I love her. She's a good lady. They also got Toast to stand up, so I don't know what's his problem. She really hadn't give up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem to like that she had something. I can't. Toast. Sweet summer child, get off my desk. Goodbye. She didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. That's all I know. Happy? I gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Oh, and if you two find out anything about Michio's talisman, I'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. I'm usually at a friend's place. Here's a phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're the easiest, you're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You're the one avoiding me. They all hold hands. It's adorable. Friendship. Anyway, catch you later. Don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jonichi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? The curse echo we experienced at the school was the one who killed Mr. Jonichi seemed to be different. The people in the school at that time, other than us, were... Those three, yeah. Jonichi, Hitomi, and old man Ashimiya, who you ran into. So the theory is Ashimiya is Nejima, and he has the reed thing. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was one more person he told me saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jonichi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, that's why I was saying there were multiple. Alright, the person who killed Mr. Jonichi would have one too. Which means it must either be the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. Yeah, this motherfucker. But his was like... Fuck, I can't remember what his was. It's like the lantern. Is that one? No. Tits. Ever burning. Yeah, it is a lantern. Oh, it's visceral. Yeah, it's disembowelment. No one died by disembowelment, so that's not his. It's likely he's involved with the curses, given the one he's doing research into the Raya resurrection. So I'll have to be careful of old man Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what to do now, I'd like to find out who's responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping at its source. That makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. Should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way that I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading to someplace, someone may know where he, let's try heading someplace. Someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Oh, God. Christ. Shit. Maybe the gardens? Let's try the gardens. And so, Mio Kurosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Oh, I guess I'm locked. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? Fine. I hope we can make some good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's probably that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. Does this man have a stone? Is he just lying to us? Is he just a very charismatic person? But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice not to steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purpose. Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think that's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, right? Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it just gets the job done. Then I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. Oh, tired man. I forgot to look for birds! Damn it! Curse. No! Curse. Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Ah, water. Did you see the news this morning? Did I forget something? Hold on. No, I haven't. Okay. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in the area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings, and it's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul drags. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little low on the low side. With this little activity through the night, curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There might still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. So we might have to set up some kind of bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal. Seems safe. Totally. What could go wrong? Really? In this economy? No, everything's fine. I'm dropping things on my head. Get him off. Give me that. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now, that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonizing voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, like they were likely after the rite of resurrection as well. Ooh. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. No, it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky, since as a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is a safer course of action, which is why I figured it would be best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever this is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. Boring. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there's even a rite of resurrection? The question, the rite could be nothing more than a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught, but do you want to give up, man? Never. Understood. After all, we will never know the truth until we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. I love little cowboy McGraw over here. He hot. Look at that belt buckle. That's a big belt buckle. By the way, met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. Did some investigating into all of them. But I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art, and she currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with the ukiyo-e and the curriculum pretending to be her parents. Went around to check on her place on the way here. Doesn't seem like she returned home last night. That is unsettling. That's not extraordinaire. That is a crime. I was worried she might run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? Embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best that we act carefully around her. Okay. Next is a tall man who dresses in black. I met him in Kinshicho. He stood out the way he dressed, and I managed to get some good information on him. Oh, is that the guy with the really bad sidebar? Shaved head? Impressive. What can I say? He works as a secretary to Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. Yeah, Takumi! The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been there for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With an increase in sales, I assumed she wanted her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down. Okay. That's right. Every 10 years ago, there was many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned about making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, and they hadn't started for the day. I should have had better luck. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the rite will only be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ah, yeah, that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Aha, Jonuichi. Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him, though. I couldn't get enough information and intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Huh? You're the researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives around and near here? Oh, Araishi. Never mind. His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he's involved. How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course I wanted to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. Interesting. An intriguing concept. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return the Hihaku soaps to see if Man in Black. Their headquarters are down on South Warikasui Street. Okay. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person who identified as a school teacher, his name was Kohei Jonuichi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, that means two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were finally getting somewhere. Is it enough to make you Is it enough to make me give up? Of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. Okay. In addition to the 3 victims associated with Honjo's serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continuing to occur like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true, both occurred a week before the accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries curses? Could we really assume that they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim isn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might have been wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. Might even discover more deaths relating to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you can't use the curse stone with that, taking a walk will be a fine place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide where we should go, ma'am. Okie doke. Park. Street. Park. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Warikasui Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. I think a small soap making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why the director is now, and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Do we get... Oh, persons of interest! Let's see! Where's she at? Where's the girl? Oh yeah, Mayu. Ooh! That's Hajime's fiancé? Oh, she's pretty! I love her! She's gorgeous! Right, where? Kohei. Fuck you. Natsue. Oh! MILF! Okay. Witch of Hihaku. Okay. Intriguing. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary. That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A cursed bearer with both money and power could certainly look the resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature might prove difficult. Big yawn. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. I'll better go inside the headquarters alone. We should walk around, visit the cafe for some tea, perhaps? Okay, fine. I'll get some tea. I'm going in. It may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Okay, good luck in there. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. That doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the Seven Mysteries. He even guessed we had a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? That's a problem. That's a real big problem. I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item I ran after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor to ask. I'd like to ask of you. I was hoping you could hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think that you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You're a curse bearer, no? You're right. You lack time. I'll confess, I'm a curse bearer. I possess a curse stone of the Haunting Clappers. Why would you give that away? That was not a good idea. But also, I guess. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. Is it dangerous? It's a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is a prerogative of Mrs. Yamamori. Is that so? Bullshit. Assuming you've attained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural abilities, akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from her pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of a curse, these curses run rampant. So, you're telling me the Queen of Haihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamayodo, who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? There are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over the curse stones at once. Very interesting. But that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. Wiggle worm! Wiggle worm! Look at it wiggle! We have 6. 6? Wow, I can rest easy then. Bull fucking shit. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that's the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Really now. And I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got somewhere important to attend to. But I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to providing your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. What the fuck? And that's how it went. So they aren't after the right after all. wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may as well made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. He seems rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite not having collected any soul drags. Perhaps the people at Haihaku are the masterminds behind the curse being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch. I wonder about that too. Like, if she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been getting caught up in the occult more than ever. Word spreads Haihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers. She could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. Oh. That's unsettling. Interesting. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while at the company's reception lobby. What's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Haihaku employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Haihaku is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. How interesting that the Queen of Haihaku, or the witch, or whatever she is trying to get her hands on the right of resurrection. It's like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. Go up here. Here we are again at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Police said it's connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or no. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know anything about curses. You would think that! They have a fucking department, my dude. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Do it. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, ma'am. So what did you learn? School kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonoichi and Michio, most of all of which seemed dubious at best, but true at the worst, unfortunately. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought, but there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi. Really? The story's got 2 pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence. A pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school last night. Go on. Although numerous people claimed to see the girl, not one of them saw her face. I hate that. Not a fan of that. No. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio is the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. When I discovered where Michio lived, a student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly wonders me how easy it is to obtain information and what should be confidential information. Oh, buddy, wait about another 30 years. It's gonna be fucking rough. 20 years. Oh god, 20 years. Imagine what would happen if that information got in the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no? Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's not possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house. We've done that one. Cozy. I hope you are nice and comfy. Go to the park. I appreciate your face. No, I appreciate your face. No, thank you. Well, we're here. This is Midori-cho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. You much in standing around here. I'm going to check out Ayame's apartment. You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I just prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I just like to see whether she's home or not, just to potentially get a trace of her movements. And be my guest. Okay, shouldn't be long. Okay, bye. I'm back, ma'am. So nothing. I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keep watching in my area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do seem to be watching the building that it's in. Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant that I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You're planning to go that far? He does what he needs to. Okay, we'll move to the next location. He's a kitty with a poster! How did it go? Went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home. However, no one seems to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. Seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. Bloop. Social connections run deep in the working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. Met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Oh, I bet they flirted the fuck out of you. Turns out Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. The previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiki, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, the reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshio's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwai. It's a new name? Neighboring gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. What of this Iwai character? Apparently he was a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the house. The neighbors took particular note of Toshiki's screams, pleading with him not to hit Michio. I hate that. I'm not a fan of that. It's terrible. If it wasn't unsettling enough, every night, the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the Shiraishi's standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covering bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Fortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. Christ. That's awful. Then, Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with EY. Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, EY hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely, and seemed relieved that things were finally quieted down again. It seems that they were still considering outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible that she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Intriguing. We got persons of interest. Click that one off. Kankichiro. Ew! My, what sharp cheekbones you have! I don't like it. Nope. No. No, thank you. Goodbye. Hello. Oh, so you came here too. What is it? Ah, fuck. Ah. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? No! These fucks. Oh, I'm locked. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Alright, let's skip through all this. Go through that. Okay, paranormal can't help us. Alright. Saw that line. There's no one around. People have changed. Is anyone who can help us scout the area? Think. 9 AM, perfectly reasonable time for students to be at the yard, and yet, I doubt this will be that simple. School gate was stay locked. Okay. I don't think this is giving me what I need. What do you say? Something on my shirt. Don't tell me I stink. Oh, nobody. Okay. This location is locked. This is that one. We've already experienced this. Am I suspended still? I might have to... Because we've done this. This is similar. Yeah, they're gonna say no one's there, and there's like a bunch of mail. Yeah. Alright, I'm fucking stuck there. Okay. I guess that would just be like an additional ending that we can unlock. Or additional fate. Oh, right. That's what it is. We have to find, because we searched one location. They're like, nah, you don't get it. Go to the gardens. And so... Shit, this thing's happening again. I think I'm locked. Just give me what I need. Fuck! Shit. Go back to the school. That should be where those guys are. Maybe. And I can talk with them and be like, hey, they're the adults. Motherfucker! Let me put them on the map then. Fuck. Dad, storyteller, there they are! Haha! I figured it out. I had to put them in the place. There they are. Ayo. Hi. Can you help me? Huh? That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? Please don't make it weird. I'm begging you, don't make it weird. Oh god, please. Yeah, I do. This is a divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Come on, Ario. Huh? What? Don't make it weird. I will cry. Hey, aren't you? You must be that high schooler skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Ario! Smooth. Biscuit? She doing a scram. She got her mouth full. Say that again? Sorry about that. He's with me. He's not smart. Look at him. Look at that smile. That is my golden retriever. Mr. Sutsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about it. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. What? Really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza. I've never been. Let's go. Got ourselves a deal, right, boss? Girls are at our service. Ario, please. Shut the fuck up. Hold on now. What just happened? I never said sushi. Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? Okay. Biscuit. Baby girl. Sweet potato. Stop scram. Because they're funny. You should do a stand-up. Embarrassing, honestly. How much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which brought about the power of curses, and then brought forth the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. Hold on a second, I gotta summon my cat again. Thank you for the emotes. I have summoned my cat. She is here. Hi, Biscuit. Hi, Potato. Huh, sweet potato? Managed to gather 3 curse stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. Yes, she is small, but she is mighty, and she is baby. You have curse stone at the Fool's Procession? Well, Yako, and the girl standing behind me does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind Mio. She does. She alright? Yeah, we can take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadow has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. Thank you, please. Keep collecting the other stones. I'll look for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about this other curse, the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? About last night at school. You were here last night. Yes, what you see? Huh? You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool. Don't praise it. So when you ran into the curse echo, I'm so glad you, survived the encounter. Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse echo we saw, took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. So that was the reeds. Oh, yeah, it was the reeds. What? A woman missing an arm and a leg, that's...
Water.
Ow! Thank you, hydrate. One-sided reed, this is bad. What's so bad about that one? Oh, he is so mad. You idiot think the curse bearer of the one-sided reed is Fumichika. Fumichika Nejima. He admitted it himself, that's his curse. Oh, that's right, but wait, if that's the case... Nejima might have been here last night. What? Oh, what? I mean, it's possible he's lying to us, but... What? Oh, bless his heart. Who's Nejima? I drank water. I chugged it. I sipped it. I sippy sip it. Thank you for the hydration. I appreciate it. No clue. Michika. So, Nejima was trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. He said he's going to massacre the city at sundown today? So he's trying to get to your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So to be sure, can you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Jonoichi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. Don't forget old man Ashimiya. Wait, Hitomi? Do you mean Hitomi Okuda, the second-year student? Well, yes, why? Boss. So she was here last night. Huh? I saw Hitomi earlier, though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. I see. Don't worry, this is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about the police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that. Did Hitomi say something about him? Yeah, she actually did. I'm starting to feel the sleep. I think this is going to be my last chapter for the day. I'm going to sit up. I'm going to do a little stretch. Put my arms high above my head. Ah! We're going to push through. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? 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 There's one more person, though. I'm not too clear on the details. There was someone else? Apparently, Hitomi actually saw Mr. Jonoichi get cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was... Michio was the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi. Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. It must mean that there's some other curse bearer here last night. Jonoichi was killed by a curse, so someone had to be, have been there. Whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss, do you really think, it could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reason to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean anything is possible. It still is possible that Nejima is behind Jonoichi's death. What about Hitomi's story? That one. About this janitor, Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to the school, so I have no idea. Yeah, Yako, give me the deets. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. There it is! There's our confirmation. Half a year, that is 6 months? Fucking calling it. That is Nejima. No one knows what he did before, so there's all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks, I think I'm starting to get a little better picture of all this. Huh? Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under aliases after their release. I don't know, if they're addressing it, it might not be real. It could be fake. Notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, see? What are you... No way. Ow, ow, ow. Toast. Toast. Toast decided to fight my leg. There were no survivors. Hario, have the officers apprehended the janitor. He works for the night shift, so he might be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Hell yeah. Oh no. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashimiya too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No. That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? Old man seriously hated his picture taken. He always avoided it. Ariel, call an urgent search for Mokoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. Well, shit. Found our killer! Hooray! Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of all that. To think he was so close to us this whole time, that gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh. I may have shown Ashimiya my curse stone last night. What? Oh, fuck. I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait then, could it have been old man old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What, you did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. Might have gotten lucky there, kid. Damn. Talk about circumstance. This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, Long Arm of the Law, help us. Don't get your hopes up. Put a stop to the Feast of Shadows. It would help if I knew more about how the curses of the Seven Mysteries first came about. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. Mr. Araishi, I would very much like to talk to him. Right, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. You know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's usually at he's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe? Oh. Kurokyo Cafe in Kamizawa. Thanks, we'll head over there now. School rule says we're not allowed to go to cafes, so don't worry about it, I'll allow it. Thank you. Huh? That's all it takes? Nice! Now we've unlocked their route. That's kind of cool. There must be some mastermind behind everything, someone who orchestrated this all for a reason. I want to find out why. He told me did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Yeah, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about him with his dying breath, it must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like the too bad of a guy. Not at all scary for a cop. But I doubt it'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then. Do you think she'll talk to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yes, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. That's a problem. Mayu Chozawa, we'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'd be willing to give Itomi's contact information to her. Alright, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give this talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it was a Nakagoshi case. Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Could you check on that? I will, but I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes, Nakagoshi's the chief. But he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not sure he exists, or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. God damn it, another mystery character. All of the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases. Jeez, what's up with that? What was the thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair that we share as well. Tell her, Ariel. Alright. Keep in mind this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or a van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so he seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide. Oh shit. A van? Speeding? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? Oh god. Not a fan of this. Am I just screaming? Am I gonna experience the fucking... Yep. Yep. Car. A van. There's a young man in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat, a woman. Yako. Two of them. Huh? Yes? Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Huh. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite a surprise, though. Oh shit. She experienced the whole thing. Is there a bird nearby? No birds. No birds. Mr. Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So I don't know if he was truly on Michio's mind, what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jonuichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. Not sure how exactly to put this, but... I see. Well, I have expected it to be something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. Wonder what he got in his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Bad shit. Definitely. The amulet he told me was looking for may be the missing piece to this mystery. Michio, what happened? I didn't want to do forensics. Go away. You. Hi. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you already know, is already involved with the case? Jonuichi was almost definitely killed by a curse, but I wonder what about the exact cause of death. If the curse's origin and the cause of death are connected, it could give us another lead. Nothing there. Nothing there. It's usually easier to let Ario do the talking when it comes to young people, but we only have a day. It'd be quicker if I take the reins, which I already did. But he did manage to win him over with the promise of food. Let's see how this plays out. I guess we just gotta think. Killed by a curse. Exact cause of death. Shit. I can't move. I'm stuck. She's like a disciple of Paranormal Affairs Chief. I heard that she helps with investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's protege, she helped me out plenty when I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got a strong spirit, sense, sharp instincts, and courage. Plus, quite the brain to back it all up. That being said, I can't help but think there's some sort of darkness following her around. This is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be your friend? Did Mio finally make her friends? If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. I better not say that out loud. Don't want to make her look bad. Okay, so I've done that. Done nothing, even though it should be clicked. I'm stuck here. Certainly well versed in the paranormal, but I can't get over just get over the darkness. Okay, everything's selected, everything's selected. Scene of the crime. What's that rope all about? It indicates where Mr. Jonoichi's body was found. They moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all ugh. Cold area is scaring her. This kind of stuff is too much for a little kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Alright, that's enough, Mio. What do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the crime scene. You're right, traces of a curse still linger here. I figured as much. Does that mean Jonoichi was killed by one of the curses of the Seven Mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Come on, crime scene. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. This comes with experience, I guess. Cat screaming again. They just want to play. No, I've heard some stories about you. Did you investigate some gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Tsutsumi. She's gonna get the wrong idea. Oh, that's amazing, Mio. You're a professional. You think? Totally. You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Hey, boss, Franks is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss, I found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What is it? A ribbon. A ribbon. Who has a ribbon? Who have it? Who would have ribbon? That's a hair tie. But those are ribbons. Depending on how long it is, it could also be the bow of the... That moved on its own. Not a fan of that. It could also be the bow of the student uniform. Ribbon. Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. Well, never mind. That answers my question. Ghosts. What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That ribbon is Michio. That's the ribbon Michio always used to wear. Huh? Does that mean Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. This has to be hers. Then she come back to life somehow. But how? But Yako experienced her death. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Jonoichi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? She really did come back to life. And it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Right, the power of resurrection. Oh, someone might have resurrected her. Okay. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Damn, that's a lot of information. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you were a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu Chozawa. Might be worth to check out Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it, thank you, and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss, let's get going whenever you're ready. I think it's a good stopping point now. We got our directions, and we'll pick this back up another time. I just want jazz. Okay, I made myself dizzy.